Welcome back to Yankee Chronicle. I'm your host, Elizabeth DeRazio, coming to you from MJ Harrington Jewelers in Newport, where they provide old-fashioned gift-buying solutions. And speaking of old time, let's hear from Wally Borgen about the next SKIT production. Wally.
I first want to say thank you to Yankee Cable for doing this. I really appreciate it. SKIT is now in its 31st year of existence. We are so excited. And to be presenting these two radio shows. The first one is called Sorry, Wrong Number. And it's about a woman whose telephone gets intertwined in the 40s with another two phone calls. And so she's overhearing a plot to murder some woman. And it's really interesting. And not only am I directing it, I'm also playing the operator, the New York operator, which is such a good role for me. But that's a mystery, so I can't tell you a whole lot about it because I don't want to be a spoiler.
This program is not for the squeamish. Listen at your own risk.
Operator, I've been trying to call Murray Hill 40098 for the last half hour, and it's been busy. I don't see how it could possibly be busy that long. Can you try that number for me again, please?
I'll be glad to try that number for you. 1 moment, please. Ringing Murray Hill 40098.
Hello?
Hello, is Mr. Stevenson there?
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello, George?
Yes, this is George speaking.
Hello, who is this? What number am I calling, please?
I'm here with our client.
Oh, good. Is everything okay? Is the coast clear for tonight?
Yes, George. He says the coast is clear for tonight.
The second one is also a 30-minute radio show from Burns and Allen. And for those of you who are older, you may remember them on television, but originally they started in vaudeville, then went to radio when radio started, and then ended up on television. Well, this one is celebrating its 84th anniversary. It was aired in November 84 years ago. And it was right after a presidential election. So it was very meaningful. And one of my favorite lines, and I'm going to tell you because it's not really a spoiler, was when George said to Gracie, "Gracie, why are you running for president?" And she says, "Well, George, there's never been a woman president before." And so I thought that was a great line. And this was going to be a perfect program for this time of the year in November. So those are kind of what we did. And what's really interesting is that for those of you who aren't aware of it, radio obviously was the precursor for television. And people would gather around on Sunday evening and listen to these types of programs as a family. And it was just really, really nice. Now, I'm just old enough to remember a little bit about that. And it really was a fun time, I think, for everybody. So this is why we wanted to do it. It was a fun time, and I think that we need some fun in our life right now. The program is going to be at the Wilmot Community Red Barn on Village Road, and it's going to be November 15th, 16th, and 17th. The Friday and Saturday night shows are at 7 p.m., and the Sunday show is at 3 p.m. And what's really nice is that it really is a family type of event. You can bring your kids. If we say something a little off color, not to worry, they won't understand it. Tickets are very important. You can go online and get your tickets online, or you can go to SKIT, SKIT.NH, and it will bring you also to a place you can buy tickets. And if you like to have them in hand like I do, then you can go to Tatewell Galleries and Morgan Hill Bookstore in New London, and you can go to the Wilmot Association building in Wilmot, New Hampshire. Let me see, because Meg is usually there and she has tickets for you. We're looking forward to seeing you at our production of Sorry, Wrong Number and Gracie's Running for President. Thank you.
Thanks, Wally. That sounds like a lot of fun in that show. I'd like to thank David Lance and all of his gang here at MJ Harrington Jeweler in Newport for hosting us this week. Their dedication to providing you the best solutions for your unique challenges is their calling. Next week, we'll be right back here on Main Street in Newport. We'll head over to Wilmot, and Laura James will introduce us to the Bark and Bray Sanctuary Farm. Charles Glidewell will provide us with a Thanksgiving reflection. Rick Stockwell will introduce us to the process of starting bonsai dwarfing, and we will close with some book gift-giving suggestions from Catherine Nevins. Tune in to our Game of the Week every week on Sunday and on Monday at noon and 7 p.m. This week, we play a Kearsarge Stevens boys soccer game. You can find it at TDS TV 13 and 1013, Comcast 8, and YCNNow.com. Check the program schedule at ycnnow.com for the most up-to-date information on all games, Yankee Chronicle, and specials. Join us again next week at the same time for another round of Who, What, Where, and When of the Lake Sunapee region. I'm your host, Elizabeth DeRazio. Happy holidays, everyone.
This program is supported by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Their full-service model offers oil delivery, propane, motor fuels with design, installation, service, and maintenance of all types of oil, gas, and alternative energy systems, as well as air conditioning, water conditioning systems, and their highly trained and friendly staff will assist you throughout the process of buying, installing, and servicing a full line of energy products. H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire since 1997, with roots going back much further as the country press, AccuMail, and the home of the Kearsarge shopper. Echo Communications. Main Street Bookends of Warner, for books, toys, games, cards, gifts, and a gallery of local art. Main Street Bookends of Warner. The Innertown Record, your weekly hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge Sunapee Sunshine region of New Hampshire. The Innertown Record.